My head's not cropped up at the top, no?
No.
Tilda's here. She's got the new Chelsea shirt on. It's the shirt with the Hyundai branding on the arms. Thank you to Chelsea for sending me the shirt. It's very, very kind of you. I'm gonna dump my gingerbread biscuit. It looks like we're set up for like a Christmas mukbang right now on like a couples vlog channel. But anyway, this is the first video here that I've done with another person on the George Benson football channel. So if collaboration is something you would like to see in this whole like sitting down, semi-intimate format. I mean, I can't have everybody being able to rest their knee on my knee because that would just get a little bit weird, but we can do it because she's my GF. She also happens to be a fashion model. So therefore, what better football collaboration, considering you've never kicked a ball before, than to talk about fashion?
My forte.
So what are we doing today?
We are rating different football teams' kits.
Home kits.
Home kits.
Just the home kits. Out of 10.
And the fun part about this is, because I'm such an amateur football fan, I will not know the team of the kit just because I see the, what's it called, slogan? No.
The badge.
Badge. I meant logo and slogan, but I said
the
Logan.
Apart from Spurs and Watford, bloody typical, every team right now has either got their new home kit on sale or the images have been released. I've had to dig into the internet to find the images of the Spurs and Watford kits. I believe that Spurs are actually launching their kit today. We should probably give our first rating. You're giving 1 out of 10 and I'm giving it out of 10 as well. We'll go through it in alphabetical order and then we'll end up with a league table of how good the home kits are, yeah?
Sounds good.
The Chelsea kit, you've got it on. How does it feel? You're wearing the men's version.
Oh, is this the Chelsea kit?
Yeah.
I really like it. I like the pattern. I don't really know what it is, but...
Outlines of the top of Stamford Bridge.
Ah!
So like you've got, it looks like the floodlights along here kind of thing. And
the thing is, I don't really know how to rate it because I don't know what my like 10-point football kit would look like.
No, but if we're thinking of like, would you go out wearing this shirt in the street if it didn't really matter if you were going to a football game? Like, do you think it's a cool shirt?
Yeah. Well, how would you rate this?
I actually really like this new Chelsea kit. It often, I'm very much, when I see something new for the first time, unless it's super plain and simple, which is obviously going to be a bit of a foreshadowing for how I rate the other kits in this video, I really like simple football kits. This one, there's kind of a lot going on if you really look at it. I like it on you in particular, but I do just like the kit. I think it's a nice kit. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna give Chelsea's new kit an 8. I really like the new kit, and I'm looking at it from like a, does it look nice, and would I wear it in a sense of, if it wasn't a rival's team's kit, would I want to wear it out because it's cool colours, cool patterns, and cool designs? 8 out of 10.
I would say 7.
So considering you're a self-proclaimed Chelsea fan now, according to her Twitter bio, Chelsea fan, amateur football fan, you could be semi-pro by the end of this video if you give the right answers. And I'm going to add pictures on the screen so that you guys can see them if you haven't already. So the first one, I'm a Chelsea fan, Chelsea have rivals. We're going to try and base this solely off of the quality of the design and of the kit, which could see some surprising results that some Chelsea fans may find disturbing. So if you do suffer from any anger and aggression as a result of what you watch in this video, you can call the helpline. I will leave it in the description down below. North London, we're starting with A, Arsenal. This is their home kit.
I really like that kit.
Do you know what? So do I. I think I love the simplicity of it. I really like the Adidas 3 stripes on the shoulder.
It really reminds me of a 1986 Adidas kit.
She's just reading off of the description down below. Do you know what? The problem is this is actually an awesome kit.
It's really nice. I'm not sure I would wear that because I don't, but the style of having a t-shirt or a shirt like that looked like, it looks like a men's shirt. So I would maybe not wear that, but it looks really nice. I really like that one. That for me is higher than the Chelsea one.
Oh no, because I'm going to be true to myself here, and in all honesty, rating this off of the judgments that we've just said we're going to do, I'm giving this an 8.
8 as well for me.
This isn't good. We've done one team and they're already higher than Chelsea, and it's Arsenal. I feel as though everyone who subscribed to me is going to unsub now.
Then they don't know fashion.
Well anyway, that is a perfect time to just say, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because we may need you, as we may lose a few people now that we've triggered somebody. The 16. So Aston Villa are the next team.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Aston Villa? Have you ever heard me talk about Aston Villa before?
They're not a very good team. The top teams are like Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, and then like...
I love how you missed out a certain one there, but no, it's fine.
Oh wait, which one did I miss out?
Tottenham.
I like the vintage colours.
But is that vintage? Does that classify as vintage? What makes it vintage?
The colours.
No, but what about the colours is vintage?
Red wine, red, and like minty blue. That combination is not very modern.
Classic vint. For me, if I'm being honest, I know obviously we can't do anything about the sponsors on the shirts these days because it is getting bigger and it's becoming more prominent. The sponsor on this shirt ruins it for me. If we were just going classic Kappa with the Aston Villa logo, love the simplicity, but for me, the sponsor, it doesn't matter what it is, but like...
It takes over the shirt.
I'm going to give that a 5, if I'm honest.
No, I might even give it a 4.
4?
I think I'm going to give it... No, I'm going to give it a 5.
Alright, so Aston Villa are well and truly in the relegation zone as a result to us.
Give it a 5 from me.
So far. Okay, the next one is Bournemouth.
That is one of the bottom teams, isn't it?
No, do you know what? Bournemouth, I like Bournemouth.
Okay.
I've kind of got a little bias for Bournemouth because of Eddie Howe. I really like Eddie Howe.
So, you know, I gave Aston Villa 5 now, so I can finally give my 4 straight away.
The Bournemouth shirt, what are we saying? Umbro sponsor, 88 Mansion.
Awful.
You really don't like that?
Awful.
What don't you like about it?
So, it says that it's introducing a modern look. I don't see anywhere where stripes, red and black, with some, like, fusion, like... stripes in the red is modern anyway, and the tight arms.
The tight arms, you wouldn't like that?
No, and the font of the M. I guess if that's a sponsor, they can't really do much about it. But it looks like it gives me kind of like a hard rock feeling.
Hard rock?
No, but like punk feeling.
I'm so glad I didn't do this video on my own. It's 100 times more entertaining with you in it, so thank you for that. So you're giving this a what? I like this kit. I'm giving this a 6. No, I like it. I think it's cool.
I'm gonna give this a strong 3.
A strong 3. Okay, so that's 9 points.
Not even strong, really.
So, as it stands, Aston Villa are off the bottom and Bournemouth are firmly in the relegation zone right now. Brighton's home kit this season is this. Blue and white stripes, Nike sponsor, American Express.
It's a nice sponsor.
It's cool. I like this kit because it is so simple. I love how the white banner across the middle with the blue, obviously American Express. It's got like a specific coloured blue. And then it's got I think this is one of the nicest kits.
I mean, it is yellow and blue. So the Nike is yellow and it's blue. So that's Sweden colours. So obviously that makes it quite a good rating already.
Yeah.
I like the sponsor. I think it's important how the sponsor looks. I think Chelsea's sponsor look quite clean.
Yeah,
which is good. I like, and so does American Express.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 9. I think that is such a nice kit. I like the thin stripes. Normally I like it when there's like less stripes, but I really like how thin it is. It looks good.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
They're level on points with Arsenal, Brighton. Burnley. This is Burnley's new kit. It's similar to Aston Villa. We've got the claret and blue. Very similar.
Wait, are they allowed to do that? They are almost exactly the same except the colour. Ooh, that gets a 4 for me.
4?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Burnley kit either. I'm giving it a 4 too. It's not one of my... I don't know what it is about claret and blue. I just can't buy into it. I'm sorry. I'm giving it a 4 as well. Burnley are in serious trouble right now. We move on to Crystal Palace. I think this could be one that you might like. Don't know what they've done. They've butchered this image, but...
That is getting a 3 for me.
A 3?
Straight away.
Why?
Can you see the picture? You have to use the same picture, the same image in the video.
Yeah.
That looks like
what the picture looks like, and imagine it kind of on.
I like it, but it gives me a McDonald's feeling.
It's got like an M on the badge as well there, isn't it?
That's why.
Do you know what? I thought it was going to be better than this, to be fair. I'm going to give this one a 5 myself because I quite like Puma, and apparently this is the first time that Crystal Palace have had white on their kit for the first time in 10 years.
I'm going to give it a 5.
5 as well?
5.
Okay, 5. 10 points for Crystal Palace out of a possible 10. We move on to a team. That's Everton. Clean look.
That looks like a very classic Chelsea shirt.
It's got Angry Birds on the sleeves.
Yeah, I know. I mean, in the design, it looks like... Because what I've seen from the classic Chelsea shirts that I've looked at, and I've looked at quite a few, quite similar to that, just blue with some blue details. But I like it.
What do you think about the pattern on the top half but not the bottom half?
I like it, but to be completely honest, I think this shirt might be too simple.
As a person who likes really simple kits, and I totally agree with you that the pattern on the top is kind of similar to a lot of old Chelsea classic shirts. I love this kit. I'm giving this an 8. I like the classic Umbro sponsor. I like the little white bits on the sleeves. I think this is a very cool kit. It gets an 8 from me.
Okay, I'm going to give it a 7 actually.
Everton.
Just because it looks so much like a Chelsea shirt, but I think if they're going to use a pattern like that alone...
Yeah.
On a shirt, they should make it a better pattern than that.
Leicester. The 2019-2020 home jersey is predominantly blue with a subtle checker graphic and gold detailing. This is nice. Again, we've got like the gold on the shoulders.
Again, old classic Chelsea shirt.
You get that vibe?
Yeah, quite boring.
I think it's a bit boring as well.
I've heard people talk about Leicester City. So it's not like they're like Norwich. Sorry. It's not like they're Norwich, which I don't expect anything from. That is lack of imagination. If I would create a fantasy team on paint, I could do a shirt like that and then just put King on it.
Okay, so the Leicester kit gets a 4 from Tilda for being too much like paint. I'm going to give it a 5. I'm not a massive fan of it either. If I'm honest, that puts Leicester in trouble a little bit at the moment.
And also, no offense to the people that are fans of these teams. I'm just thinking about the shirts. I do not know anything about the teams.
I've done a bit of digging into this channel, and the majority of people that subscribe to this are Chelsea fans, and I've already given Arsenal's shirt the same rating as Chelsea, so I kind of feel like you're not going to be offending anyone, it's just going to be me. But that's fine. Let's move on to Liverpool, which, again, poses a big problem for me because
Chiang Mai.
Despite it being Liverpool, this is just a sick kit. This is so nice. I love the collar. Dark shade of red, which obviously as a Chelsea blue, I can't really buy into that too much. But we're looking at the design, we're looking at the subtlety of certain things. It looks good.
I'm going to give this a 9.
If you're giving it a 9, I'm going to be very honest and say I think it's a cool kit. I like the lines. I like how it doesn't really, if I'm looking at it from like a Liverpool fan's perspective, it doesn't take away from the bold red that is a Liverpool kit. I'm going to give it an 8. It's cool.
I love that yellow and the red together.
Liverpool overtake Arsenal at the top of the kit table by dropping simply 3 points. We move on to Manchester City, the Premier League champions last season. This is their kit. Sky blue with purple logos on the front and a purple stripe running down the sleeves. What are we saying about this? They've moved away from Nike to Puma this year.
Starts with B and ends with orange.
Boring? You think this is boring?
Like when it's simple.
Yeah.
But they don't have to overdo the simple. That's not less is more.
So
that is less is less.
You're not buying into this one?
It's basically just a blue shirt with a V-neck. I prefer a U-neck. That's one thing. And I think that one is a little bit too simple, to be honest. I don't really like the purple together with that light blue. Sometimes it's better to be simple than to be bad. But I'm not a huge fan of this. I would give it a 5.
5. I'm going to give it a 6. I think I quite like the simple kits, as I've said a million times already in this video. The light blue, if I was looking at it from like a fashion perspective as opposed to a footballing perspective, I think it's kind of nice, like purple and light blue, but obviously it is a football kit and it's a Man City kit. I wouldn't ever wear it. 11 points from Manchester City. Right, Manchester United. Manchester United's kit is this one. We've got a nice round neck in there. Obviously very bold red again. Manchester United, black trim on the neck and a black Adidas Performance logo on the right chest. What are we saying about this one? Sponsored by Chevrolet.
A little bit of the same vibe I just got from the other team. I already forgot the name.
Everton?
No, it wasn't Everton. From a team like Manchester United, I expect a little bit more.
So you'd expect like a cool little Stamford Bridge but Old Trafford kind of black pattern on the shirt?
Something that tells people that this is an exclusive kit. This is not just a white shirt, a red shirt with badges on it.
I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm not a fan of this Man United kit whatsoever.
I think, especially when the sponsor is Chevrolet, it kind of takes over the shirt. So they should have done it a little bit more like unique and special. Because now it honestly just looks like a red shirt.
Alright, so what's that getting from you? Because it's getting a 4 from me.
4 as well.
Manchester United are in serious trouble. Could be resembling the Premier League this season also. This is obviously the shirt kit championships. We cannot make any promises. Ooh. Newcastle United. There we go. Black and white. It's got the Puma logo in the middle. Something a bit different. Newcastle badge underneath and then the fun 8-8. Kind of predominantly in light blue in the middle. But it's interesting this one because it breaks up those stripes. Simplistic, yet different to what we've seen before. What are you saying? I like the collar. I like the black and white. Like you see those two stripes quite well.
Yeah.
I like this kit. This is good. This is strong from Newcastle, actually.
I really like it.
Just to clarify, I wouldn't actually ever wear any other Premier League's team's shirt ever. Like even if it was to bed, if I was freezing cold on the top of a mountain and someone said, "Here's a long sleeve Liverpool shirt. It looks nice, but I'd never wear it." Never wear it. I actually rejected a brand deal once because they asked me to take photos in a Tottenham shirt. Just to post on Instagram to sell. Nah, not about that. If it was a European team, maybe.
I'm going to rate this a Just because it's very unique. Because I think it's very unique.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, I'm going to give it a 7 as well. I think it is nice. I quite like... Do you know what? I'm going to give it an 8, actually. I'm going to change my mind here because I like that it's different. I like that Newcastle have gone with something ever so slightly out of the ordinary. Moving on to Norwich, as you like to call them, Norwich. This is their kit. As she bursts out laughing, in the club's famous yellow and green, it features a fade pattern that emblazons the lower half of the shirt, both front and back. They've gone for something a bit different. What do you reckon?
First of all, it looks like a yellow dip dye shirt. And I do like it as much as the guy swearing it does.
He looks pissed off.
This is actually our new kit. Great. Take a picture. I want to get out of here. Do not like it. Do not like it. It looks like an experiment someone has done with the yellow shirt.
I think so too. You've given the 3-year-old the paintbrush and it doesn't know what he's doing with it.
And he's overdoing the green details a little bit.
I do like the Canaries badge. I like the Norwich badge. I think it's a cool badge. But this kit for me, it doesn't cut it. This is looking too far into the future when it comes to football kits. Like, they're trying to do a little bit too much here with like the faded pattern, but then it changes colour as well. It's kind of like if you were drunk and you saw this, it would be cool if you're on a night out. It's kind of like one of those flamboyant pink shirts that I sometimes wear in my videos. However, as a football kit, it gets a 3 from me.
To be completely honest, I think that one is a bit sickly. No, I'm going to give that a 2.
A 2?
Norwich.
So it looks as though Norwich are getting relegated, particularly when it comes to their kit this season. They get a measly 5 points, or is it miserly? One of the two, I mean to get my words right. Sheffield United are up next. Red and white stripes. Adidas sponsor there. They're called the Blades. They've got their 2 like swords.
I do like that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? I like it. I think it's one of my favourites. I'm not going to say it's my favourite so far. I think Brighton still gets it for me, but this is up there. I like the black on the shoulders in particular. And the arms. I think that nice little black ring on the arms is actually quite nice. I quite like how there's not too many stripes, but it's kind of looks a little bit uneven in a way.
But it looks very good.
Gets an 8 from me.
Gets a 7 from me.
7 from you, okay. 15. Sheffield United have gone in pretty high with a 15. Southampton, I can't buy into this kit.
I don't like the black part at the shoulders.
Yeah, I was saying how in the Sheffield United kit I kind of liked, if we just scroll up, that there was more stripes in the Sheffield United one than that. It's kind of like it would be better if it was less black across the top and on the sleeve, because then the red would stand out a little bit more, but I can't, there's too much going on.
No, and I get the kind of like a crop top feeling with that one.
Crop top?
Yeah. I don't like don't like that one.
No?
But it's still unique compared to a lot of the other ones.
Okay, what are you going to give it?
I'm still going to give it a 4.
2. That's awful.
That's awful.
That's a rubbish kit.
Yeah, they're already in the bottom.
Southampton are going down. I have a funny feeling, unless we see something dreadful from Spurs, Watford, West Ham or Wolves moving forward. Let's go with Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur. Be very careful with what you say here. I can see you're getting tired. This has been a very long video, but we still have more to do.
Yes.
And it is Spurs.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
We've got
boring shirt.
A very plain, simplistic. I'm going to try not to be too biased here just because it's Spurs. I often like simplistic. We've established that as this video's gone on. I've said it plenty of times. But this is a bit too boring. For me, this is kind of just like they've got very lazy. They're like, right, Nike logo, stick that on it. Tottenham page, stick that on it. AIA, stick that on it. Done, mate.
I think it feels like that shirt is one of those shirts that if someone is wearing it, it doesn't look like a new kit. It just looks like a basic Tottenham shirt that you can buy and wear on games. It looks like a basic Tottenham shirt that you just took from your storage that you had and put on. It doesn't look like a new kit. Like I said, like last year, when I saw someone with a new Chelsea kit, I was like, oh, that's a cool kit. That's unique. That's probably the new one. But if I saw that, I would be like, oh, he's just wearing a Tottenham shirt.
I agree, but I kind of like that it's simple, forgetting the fact that it's Spurs.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 5.
I'm still going to give it 5 because I like that it's simple. I do think as a big team like that, with the budget they have to design shirts, they could have come up with something more unique.
Potentially, they could. Now, the next one is Watford.
Watford.
This Watford home kit for 2019-2020 is the best kit I've seen so far. This for me gets a 10, and I'll explain to you why. I love that it is just a block of black and yellow.
Yeah.
And I think FX Pro, it's kind of basic. It's not really too intruding. And it's in red, the same as the Adidas. And then obviously for the Watford logo, you've got the red and you've kind of got the red shaping on the outside of where it says Watford and then the logo, and the simplicity of the yellow on the red on the sleeves and on the shoulders.
Yeah.
This for me is an iconic football shirt.
I do like a lot that they kind of made the shirt look like the badge a little bit.
Yeah.
When I first saw it and I saw that it was halves, I thought it would be like, not really that good. But when I saw that they what the badge looks like, because obviously I didn't know what the badge looks like it really makes sense.
Watford get a 10 out of 10. What are you going to give it? Who you might want to win?
8.
8.
Yeah.
So Watford on 18, which puts them ahead of Liverpool. So with 2 teams to go, West Ham and Wolves, Watford currently have, according to Tilda and I, of course this is completely opinions and you may disagree, let us know in the comments below what your favourite kit is this season. Watford have the best kit. We're going to move on to West Ham. We've got 2 more to go. Here is West Ham's home kit. We're going with, we've got Burnley, Villa and West Ham with claret and blue. The Betway is okay. It doesn't intrude too much for me. Umbro, kind of a classic feel. Reminds me of the old Sunday League days when I was a wee nipper. The West Ham badge. I think the West Ham badge is far more prominent on this than the actual branding, which is good, I think, for a football shirt. This is good, actually, for West Ham.
I like it.
Don't really like the claret and blue that much, normally, if I'm being honest.
I think that one is the better of the similar ones.
Yeah, I think so. And in that case, I'll give it a 7.
I'm going to give it a 6.
6, yeah? Okay, 13 points for West Ham. That is quite high. There is only 1 team remaining. So without any further ado, this is Wolves' kit. That is nice.
I do really like that one.
I'm a fan. It's very cool, very clean, simply gold. I like how they've gone for something different to a lot of the other clubs where we don't have anything around the sleeves. I like that it just kind of cuts off on this clean orange colour that we've got going on. And I like how instead of having it on the sleeve, they've kind of got it going down the side of the shirt.
Yeah.
I think that's neat.
I really like it.
I'm going to say that's probably up there with Brighton, but not quite Watford. I think Watford's for me is just a perfect classic shirt.
Yeah.
This,
when you're gonna make a simple shirt like that, it's good that they have the other pattern in the yellow.
Yeah.
Like in comparison to Tottenham one, where it's just white.
Just plain.
That still looks like a new kit, and it's still unique.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm going to give it a 9.
A 9.
17. I can't give it the same as Watford because I genuinely think Watford's is the best kit. In that case, we do have a very clear winner and sadly for Norwich, a very clear loser in the 2019-20 kits. Watford with 18 points out of a possible 20, if we're both rating them out of 10. Wolves and Liverpool are in second, which pains me to say it. Arsenal finish ahead of Chelsea. Brighton are also up there as well, level with Arsenal. The Chelsea shirt, for me, now that I've looked through all of these, and Chelsea was the first one I've done, I'm actually going to bump Chelsea's to a 9, in my opinion. I think this is one of our best shirts in recent years.
Yeah, better than last year's.
Watford win the 2019-2020 home kit ratings review on the George Benson football channel between the lovely Tilly and me. Let us know what your favourite kit is in the comment section down below. Of course, everybody will have bias when it comes to these kits. Obviously, I'm not going to be wearing any of these kits that aren't Chelsea. Like, categorically, I will not put on another team's kit and wear it at any point from the Premier League. If it's like a European club, if it's like a cool kit, like a classic Real Madrid shirt or something, maybe with Hazard on the back, I could do that. It could be arranged, but I can't do it for another Premier League team. I won't be buying the Watford kit. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that guy. That wraps up this video today. First collab on the channel. First time Tilda's on the channel. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of times next season where I'm sat on the sofa raging at a game or something and she's there taking the mic glowing at me from the side. If you want to see more collabs on the channel, be sure to let us know in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on the video if this kind of thing is what you want to see more of. I will catch you all very soon. Be sure to follow this lovely lady. Her links are in the description. She tweets funny things on Twitter regarding football, and she also posts very nice pictures over on Instagram, which I often take. I should be saying click subscribe and click the bell so you get notified.
Click the bell. I tweeted a very funny tweet last night on my Twitter. Make sure to go and have a look at it. It's the funniest tweet I've ever tweeted, apparently, because it's my most liked tweet ever.
It did get a lot of likes.
It got a lot of likes. It was quite funny. I like to not make fun of Chelsea, but write silly Chelsea things.
We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.